Hello everyone, welcome to the new channel, Baseball Podcast with the MLB Stars. Today I've got Francisco Lindor, Carlos Santana, Jose Ramirez, and Carlos Carrasco with me. And so basically on my channel, I do a little short baseball talk show. Today I think it's going to be a little longer than I usually plan to, but I show MLB players in front of the camera, basically like they're talking. So I thought it was a little creative idea. Hope you guys enjoy this. But anyway, so it's going to be a really strange season this year. Baseball is starting tonight for every team except for the Yankees, Nationals, Dodgers, and Giants. But anyway, so kind of crazy with the coronavirus. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be a weird season. But anyway, so some new rules that we have. There's going to be a universal DH, so a DH for the NL and the AL, no more pitchers hitting. There's going to be no fans, there's going to be no minor leagues. The pitchers are not allowed to lick their fingers this year, which makes sense because that could be a surefire way to spread the coronavirus. However, they are allowed to carry a wet rag with them in their back pocket, and they can just use that to wet their fingers, and then they have to wipe off all mildew before they throw their pitch. They also are only allowed to use water. They cannot use any other substance, and if they're caught, they could get in trouble. And this is going to be really crazy. To keep games moving along in extra innings, a player will start on second base. So that's going to be really crazy to see. I'm really excited to see that. That's a really interesting feature. I'm really excited to watch. As you can see, I'm an Indians fan, so a lot of the times I will put an Indians player in front of the screen, or sometimes I might do a football one too, and for football I'm a Steelers fan. But anyway, so I have some predictions now. I'm predicting for the AL MVP, I'm predicting Mike Trout, and for the NL MVP, I'm predicting probably Christian Yelich. I really think that Mookie Betts would be a good shot too, but I think I'm going to go with Yelich, but Mookie Betts would definitely be a very close second. I think he's going to have a great season this year for the Dodgers. The AL Cy Young, I'm going with Garrett Cole, and the NL Cy Young, I'm going with reigning World Series MVP Steven Strasburg. Comeback Player of the Year, I'm predicting Blake Snell, who had a great season in 2018, won the Cy Young. Had a mediocre year last year. I think he's going to have a great year this year, though. And for the NL, Comeback Player of the Year for me, I think is going to be Manny Machado. Rookie of the Year, I'm predicting Luis Robert for the AL. And in the NL, I'm going with Gavin Lux for Rookie of the Year. So more predictably, I think he's going to have a huge season. So those are my predictions for the 2020 MLB season. And now I'm going to show you my playoff bracket. I forgot to mention that I am going to be impartial with my predictions for the playoffs, so obviously I'm rooting for the Indians to win the World Series, and I think they have a good chance at winning the World Series, but my prediction, I'm just going at it from an impartial standpoint. Okay, so I have written out a playoff bracket. So on this side, I will be doing the AL, and on this side, I'll be doing the NL. So for the first seed in the American League, I have the Yankees. Second seed, I have my Indians. I think they're going to do really good this year. And it'll be interesting to see which teams thrive off a shortened season. I'm thinking the Angels have a really good season, breakout year, and they go to the playoffs, they win the West, AL West. I do not have the Astros making the playoffs this year. I feel like all the controversy surrounded by them, they are just gonna not have a very good season, I feel. And I do not have them going to the playoffs. In the wild card, I have the Rays for the fourth seed, and completely just on a whim, just a gut feeling, liking the team. I feel like the Mariners are going to make the wild card just because they are a scrappy team that gets hot sometimes, and it's the shortened season. I think if they get hot, they can make it. If they go on one of their win streaks like they had at the beginning of 2019, they'll they're going to go places this season. For the NL, I have the Braves as the number 1 seed. I have the Brewers number 2 seed. I have the Dodgers as the number 3 seed. The wild card, I have the reigning World Series champions, the Nationals. And I have the Mets having a really good season, putting together a great season. Kind of like the Mariners, a scrappy team with like V. Alonso and J.D. Davis, Brandon Nimmo, Michael Conforto, and then really good pitchers in Jacob deGrom and Noah Syndergaard. So these are the teams that are making the postseason for me. And now let's break it down. So I have in the wild card, I have the Mariners topping the Rays, and I have the Nationals topping the Mets. Going back to the American League now for the ALDS, I have the Indians beating the Angels in 4 games, and I have the Yankees beating the Mariners in 4 games too. I have a wild series, Braves versus Nationals. I have the Braves winning in 5 games. And between the Brewers and Dodgers, I have the Dodgers winning in 5 games too. In the ALCS, so I'm feeling that this year the Yankees will win in 6 games. I think the Indians are going to be the unexpected great team this year, and next year they're winning the World Series. That's my bold prediction. This year I think they're just going to be like getting a feel for who's good, like new players, Cesar Hernandez, Delano DeShields Jr. And in the NL, I have, just forgot to write these in, Braves and Dodgers, and I have the Dodgers moving on to the World Series in 7 games. I have some crazy games predicted for the playoffs, and in the World Series, it's Yankees versus Dodgers, an old classic. The winner for me in 7 games, one of the craziest, best World Series of all time. High scoring in every game, unbelievable playing, unbelievable offense. Crazy series, one that will be remembered for ages. The winner is going to be the Dodgers. I have them finally winning the World Series. I have Cody Bellinger and Clayton Kershaw, Justin Turner, all of them finally bringing home a World Series ring. So that's my predictions for this year, 2020 MLB playoff bracket. I hope you like my talk show that I'm starting. I hope to do these often, cover such a crazy season. This one's probably going to be longer than normal. But yeah, so thanks for watching. Have a great day, everyone, and who's ready for some baseball?